Philly sports, love and pain. I'm Dave. That's Kenny.
That's me.
Man, I'll tell you what. Over the past week, I've been fucking bored. There's nothing to do, nothing on
Well,
TV.
that's what happens when the Phillies can't make the postseason for 12 straight seasons.
Dude, what the fuck? What in the actual fuck is going on here?
I told you what was going on. This is a team of destiny.
Dude. Okay, so a lot of stuff has gone on since last week. And we haven't been here for a week because we do this once a week, right? A lot has gone down over the past week. I don't even know where to start because the World Series. I always loved the World Series, like whether the Phillies are in it or not, and obviously for the long time they haven't been in it. I always watch the World Series. I always like watching the World Series. It's fucking different when your team's in it.
Oh my! It's just stress filled constantly.
Woo.
Even 7-0 in the ninth, and I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna come back.
Text threads like we need more runs. We don't have enough.
2 base runners, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Or
He's
top
gonna
of
hit
the
a
ninth.
7-run homer, dude. So let's just start at the beginning. I got an email from the Phillies. I was apparently one of the luckiest people in the friggin' world. And I got chosen for the World Series ticket lottery. And I saw a post from Crossing Broad on Twitter, and I posted up there. I was like, yeah, I got the email. And someone was like, no, he's a fraud. You didn't get the email. He's a scammer. I was like, no. I'm not a scammer. What the fuck? Why does scam you?
Yeah,
so
I have the tickets now. Give me 2,000K if you want to see the confirmation. Like, what the fuck do people think?
Yeah, what do you want from me? So anyway, long story short,
Your tickets. That's what people want.
We get a DM out of nowhere.
For those of you that don't know what a DM is, it's a dick message.
No, it was not a dick message.
It was a dick pic from Channel 6.
No, it wasn't that. No, we got a DM from John Paul at Channel 6, and he's like, hey, did you get tickets in the World Series lottery? I'm like, Kenny hits me up. He's like, dude, you got to check the DMs. Channel 6 is trying to get a hold of you. I'm like, what the fuck? What? So I ended up on the news last week because I got tickets on the World Series lottery, which is absolutely incredible. Now, I had a choice when I got in there. I had the choice of game 3, 4, or 5. I didn't know what tickets were available. I had no idea what I was getting into. I just went into it with an open mind. But if I could choose, I wanted game 5 because I thought that the Phillies would at least split in Houston. And then they would bring it home and at least give it a run at home.
They can't sweep at home, right? They can't.
Kenny, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You're sitting at an 8.
Dude, I don't know. So it's what is it? Wednesday? It's Wednesday.
Is it?
Right
I
now?
don't fucking know. The whole week's a blur.
I know. Everything's gone.
I murdered a deer.
We saw Kenny murdered a deer, totaled a car, got a new truck. So much shit has happened. He probably ate a lot of cheese in there somewhere. I don't know.
I actually just had a mozzarella stick before, or a cheese stick before we got on this bit.
See, I'm telling you, I had a cheese stick today too. It's simpatico. It's meant to be. So Friday night happens. Basically, the game was pins and needles the whole time. Houston crowd sucks. They are the weakest bunch of fans I've ever seen in my life.
How dare you talk shit on Mattress Mac?
Listen, Mattress Mac is a nice man. I don't give a fuck about him, to be honest, because he's a nice dude.
Although yesterday he did not hold his composure at the end of the game.
No, he didn't. I think people were ribbing him fucking hard.
Yeah, but he was ribbing people apparently too.
He was giving it back. Which, listen, man, if you can get if it's a give and take, totally cool. Totally cool.
That's what Verlander said too. It's like that's the right response.
Dude, Verlander getting off the bus and giving people the bird and smiling about it and then going over and taking pictures and signing autographs and stuff. That's exactly what it should be like. That's it.
Yeah.
Verlander gets it, which is fucking cool. I didn't expect that, to be honest.
I would expect the person married to those big titties would understand it. those milk udders.
Oh my God.
Sponsor us.
So milk udders, is that like a brand?
Now it is.
Coin that shit. So Friday night happens. It's pins and needles the whole time. The Astros crowd is like, a dull roar. It's like walking through the mall at Christmas time.
That was the worst inning and a half, 2 innings you could possibly want for the Phillies, though.
Oh, it's the second and third inning?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just fucking deflating.
Yeah, you give up 2, then you give up 3, and it's like, wow.
They're not coming back. 5-0
guess.
in the World Series.
So I guess we got to try to win game 2. That's like
Yeah.
literally where you're at, right?
And now knowing that Nola didn't start because of any other reason than Wheeler being hurt. If Wheeler was 100% healthy, he starts game 1.
Yeah, he has to. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. So,
yeah.
Knowing what we know, I mean, didn't love going into game 2. And again, we're not sweeping game 2. There's no way. You're not sweeping.
But game 1, the moxie on this team, dude, to come back.
It's fucking incredible. It's incredible.
Tie it in 2 innings. It's 5-5. It's like the 5th inning, 5-5. And now it's like, oh shit, it's a reset. And the crowd was nervous, dude. Nervous. Like, they weren't even cheering for 2-strike pitches. Like, listen, if tonight or tomorrow night the Phillies go down and there's a 2-strike situation, that crowd's going to be loud as shit.
No, we don't have we're a poverty franchise. We don't have a roof.
Yeah, we don't have a roof. We're a poverty franchise, yeah. The big thing for me about Friday night was a couple things. They showed that they're not fucking around and they're for real. So they came back, they tied it. Castellanos makes another ridiculous sliding catch, and if he doesn't catch that ball, the game is over.
The worst right fielder in the league statistically this year, right?
The worst defensive run save right fielder in the league has made 3 now.
Incredible.
Absolutely ridiculous catches. Ridiculous. And that saved the game. If he doesn't catch that ball, they lose World Series game 1.
It's over.
And I'm assuming they would probably still lose game 2. I mean, I don't see why they would have more juice going into game 2 if he dropped the ball. Yeah. Right? So Nick Castellanos saved game 1. And then JT Realmuto comes up and just smashes an opposite field.
Oppo.
An Oppo fucking homer. Solid contact. Like, can't make it up, dude. You cannot make it up.
Yeah, and fuck you, Kyle Tucker, you fucking no batting glove bitch.
He did. He was being a little bitch. He was being a little cocky fuck.
Yeah, we humbled you now, didn't we?
And, he came back down to earth a little bit. And then Saturday was rough, okay? Saturday was rough. Yeah, with the three.
Saturday.
I mean, I don't really care about it now.
I was kind of hoping we were going to do our normal recording just so we had it, whatever. But that that game, and I don't even give a fuck if they were cheating. I don't give a fuck what the fuck Valdez was doing over there. I mean, if that's how he gets his rocks off, do you imagine that's how he'd be banging his wife? He'd be doing through that fucking, pull my hair, pull it. Fuck him. And even if they were cheating, fuck them. Who cares? Let's just beat them. So game 2 to me meant nothing. I texted you that too.
I know. Yeah, you did. And listen, once they won game 1, I was like, okay, tomorrow's no stress. If they lose, whatever. It's a loss. You move on, go take it, come home, and then it's a fucking new ball game because we know what it's like here. The people in Houston, we play
in New York. We play in New York.
We went back and forth with so many different fans in Houston.
I had a real Dave in for the first time ever.
I was on one. I don't know, what was it, Monday or Sunday? I don't know what day.
I even had to get my Twitter burner involved to take the heat off.
I was on one. These people are out of control. They need to be stopped because they give us no respect, dude. None. Like none. It's different here. It's different in Philly. It's different when we're in the playoffs. It's different when the fans have. It's different it's different when the fans feel like they have a job. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a 9-5.
Like it's like when you're going to a regular game, you're just like you're hanging out. You're hoping the team wins. You're gonna cheer, obviously, but like right now in the playoffs, and it's like this in every sport. In the playoffs, you feel like you have a job. You feel like you have a responsibility to make that other team feel like shit.
This is the worst case scenario for the Astros too, because it's been so long, right? So people are even more gassed up than they probably would have fucking like. Imagine if the Phillies were like the Astros, just constantly in the playoffs. You know what I mean? You have a job, of course, but it doesn't. It's not so meaningful, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh.
It's a good question. It's a good question. Like, would it still be as ferocious in Philly if we were always there? I think yes.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's extra spit on that fucking.
Oh yeah,
Stroogie.
there's definitely extra.
Yeah.
So much extra that in Game 3, when Bryce Harper hit the home run in the first
They
inning,
debunked this apparently.
no,
Yeah.
who did? State College posted it.
Yeah, and apparently.
Who debunked it?
Let me pull it up. Keep talking about it.
Yeah, well, I don't. If you're gonna debunk it, I don't know what to bring it up.
I mean, it's still pretty cool.
So, I saw something that looked like it came from a pretty legit place. That when Bryce Harper hit the home run, the stadium literally was shaking the ground and caused seismic activity near the stadium, like caused the sensors to pick up the shaking. I don't find it far fetched at all. I saw people posting on Twitter that lived in South Philly that said that their windows were shaking.
Imagine that insurance claim. I don't know what happened.
I don't know how this window broke. I think it was when Bryce hit the homer.
Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong one.
Oh,
I'm close. I promise. I'm close.
Kenny claims it was debunked. I'm sure it was by some Houston fan.
Yeah, it was that radio guy.
That dude's a scumbag.
I know that, but I think it came from the actual weather agency in Philadelphia. So he's like, "Oh, cool. So we're lying about it," and I was like, "Oh, here we go. This fucking guy. Here we go."
Well, anyway, to backtrack a little bit while you look that up, the cheating situation, I don't really know if he was cheating. I don't know. He
Who?
What's his name?
Valdez?
Valdez. When he kept going to the way that he was going to his right palm just looked weird. It just looked weird, man. And he's changing his glove. He's changing his spikes. Like, what is this guy doing?
Well,
What is he doing?
I mean, what do the spikes matter? Like, what does
No,
that give
it doesn't.
you?
None of it matters. Honestly, it doesn't matter.
But you're just saying, like, it's like all together. It's
just all weird. Now I'm almost wondering if it was a fucking game. Like, were they fucking with us?
Yeah, maybe because Nick threw his tits out.
Yeah. Well, how about Ranger when he caught the comebacker and he fucking tosses it up in the air and he fucking showboats it. Did you see that? It was fucking electric, dude. Ranger is meant to be here. He can't ever leave. Ranger can't leave.
Yeah,
I don't care what he does.
He's legit.
I wanted Ranger so bad to have a breakout year. That was like one of my predictions for this year, that Ranger would have a breakout season as a starter, and obviously he did not. Okay, for the whole year, but that dude,
you could argue.
That dude is electric, man.
You could argue that he was all year.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like he didn't have the year I wanted. I wanted him to be an ace. I wouldn't call him an ace. I don't know. I just, God, I love this team, man. I love them. I love this team. This team, I don't even know what it is or how to describe it, but what they did to compile this team, like to bring in Schwarber and to bring in Castellanos, like, and then Marsh comes in, like Marsh, they just have a thing, man. And it sounds like bullshit, you know, like when you say stuff like this, like, what is it? You have a thing, but they just do, man. They're
having fun.
Dude, that story about the karaoke is unreal.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, did you hear that? Apparently, Kyle Schwarber stole it from the Red Sox.
Stole what? The song?
The song. And made
I heard
it.
that.
Yeah, like,
Who cares?
who?
It's a song, dude.
Yeah, and let me know when the Red Sox make the fucking playoffs. You
Guess what?
fuck.
They won and y'all didn't. So fuck you.
It's like typical New York Met fan bullshit.
I'll tell you what. There's lots of trolls out. Lots of trolls.
I'll tell you what. All them Houston people we were arguing with on Friday have walled up and cried.
I haven't seen one.
Not one. They're not
And
coming.
see, here's the thing. When was I talking all that shit? I
5.
was talking all that shit after we lost game 2.
That's true too.
I did not talk shit after game 1. I talked shit after game 2 because I knew they were coming to Philly, and I knew it would be different here. I knew it, man. We all did. Everybody here knows it's different here. But they don't get it. They don't understand it. No one understands Philly. Like, literally nobody.
Yeah, but you threw batteries at Santa.
Yeah. These people had me fact-checking their own shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fact-checking their burns. Like, dude, we threw batteries at Santa? What?
Get it right. It was J.D. Drew because he's a fucking pussy and wouldn't play here.
Throwing batteries is pretty fucked up, I'm just going to say.
Just imagine that guy that's like, yo, there's batteries in here.
I got a great idea, dude.
And I think they were like C batteries.
They were big fuckers. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that. That's good for Philly. Good for Philly.
Like, I think that dude was the reason why they won't let you have a fucking cap on your water.
I was able to get one on Sunday.
Oh, we're back. We're back with caps.
I don't know. I guess if you get it from the beer vendor, you can't get one. But if you get it from like the stands, you can.
Wow, that's breaking news. That was the worst. Not being able to get a cap on your water is the fucking worst, man. What is this?
Tell me you have first world problems without telling me you have first world problems.
I get it.
No, Friday was like, dude. Friday was like, oh God, just electric. And you know what? They almost won Saturday.
Well, define almost, because like they were down 5-0 again.
Okay, it ended 5-2, and Schwarber had missed a 2-run home run by like a centimeter.
Okay, yeah. He hit that like barely missed the foul pole situation,
and then barely missed it,
and then hit another one, but it was foul.
So the question is, I think if they hit that home run, they're only down by 1, right?
If they hit that home run, it's sweat.
It is sweat, and now you're nervous.
You know what's funny is I was talking to one of my buddies, Lou, and he was like, you know, it almost doesn't make pitch count almost doesn't matter with Houston because like their bullpen is so fucking good.
Yeah, we heard that about San Diego too.
He's not wrong. But the Phillies, it almost doesn't matter right now for them. Like they are in some weird fucking place right now, and they're seeing the ball, man.
It helps when your 1, 2, 3, 4 hitters decided to like all hit at the same fucking time. Well, and then you're getting home runs from Baum, and you're getting home runs from fucking Sweaty Jesus, and next thing you know,
fucking Swamp Thing over there.
He's young as shit too. You know he's only 24.
Yeah, 24, youngest Philly to ever hit a home run in the World Series.
And honestly, like I know it doesn't seem like that much, but the Phillies have been around for fucking ever. Not the Phillies, but the franchise has been around for fucking ever.
Yeah. 24 years old, youngest Philly to ever hit a homer in a World Series. Also, another trivia question that'll come up maybe sometime over our lifespan. Alec Boehm hit the number 1,000 home run in the World Series.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Of all time.
So the Phillies have like 997, 998, 999, and 1,000.
They also
Actually, no, they probably have more than that.
I don't know the order because Tucker hit a couple.
Fuck Tucker. Tucker hit him in game 1. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and then after that, who hit one in? No one hit 1 and 2.
I don't think there were any homers in 2. I'm gonna go look real fast.
The Phillies at least have the last 6 home runs in this thing.
There was one homer in Bregman. Oh, I remember it now. Bregman hit a homer. Yeah. He almost had one last night that went foul in the 9th inning. Yeah,
it wouldn't have mattered.
I don't know. You were looking for more runs. You wanted more run support. 7-0.
Yeah, I want this thing to be 35-0, and I'd still be fucking.
I'll tell you who looked good. You know, here's the other thing. Everybody kind of looks okay. Like even Gibson's in there. Gibson's got snap on his fucking slider.
Belugies.
Fucking Bilotti. Fucking lights out.
I had
Brogdon. That fucking tall string beam Brogdon. He looked pretty good too.
My thing is that I had no idea that Belugi was a fucking rookie.
He's a rookie? What is he, fucking 28.
That's my argument. He looks like he's a million.
He does. He looks old.
He looks like Mattress Mac on the mound.
Oh, Mattress Mac. God rest that man's soul.
I mean, I guess, too, if I had $78 million on the Astros to win the World Series and people were telling me, fuck you, and I'm down 2-1, I'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah, but he doesn't care.
Yeah, I know. He's worth billions.
But he doesn't care because, like, he does it as like a how do I describe it?
Publicity stunt?
Yes. Like,
Yeah.
he's doing this, and if he wins, he's going to give away free mattresses. But if not, he's not.
He already did give away free mattresses. Listen, this isn't a slandering of Mattress Mac.
No, the dude's not a bad guy. But, well, I mean, I heard he left his wife at home in Houston. She has pneumonia, and she's in the hospital. That's kind of a tough look.
I mean, when you're 105 years old, what's the difference?
Well, she looks like, if he's 100, she looks like she's 70.
He's literally Skeletor out there. And we pray. Ah!
He-Man. So I heard also some legendary stories, like Angelo's in Philly denied the Astros the catering.
Yeah,
food.
people trying to Yelp them down to nothing.
And now fucking Houston people are trying to give them 0-star reviews on Yelp, as if anyone in Philly gives a fuck about Yelp.
I mean, honestly, like you'll know right away. You know, it will be like terrible service. Okay, we know that was a Houstonite.
Dude, I just saw a tweet right now. Bryce Harper's postseason stats.
Yeah, give it to us.
He's batting .382, 6 homers, 13 RBIs, OPS of 1.232.
Not a leader.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
Not a leader.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. That podcast probably won't happen. I don't think we're going to be debating whether or not Bryce Harper is a leader.
Yeah, no, that's silly. Bryce Harper is the greatest Philadelphia. If he seals the deal, he's close right now. But if he seals the deal, more legendary than Nick Foles. And I know that's crazy to say out loud, right? But he is absolutely the number one guy. How can you argue it?
You can't. I don't think you can. I mean, some people are birds till they die.
No,
and
come
there's
on.
no what?
No, come on.
If you're 100% a birds guy, you're not going to put Bryce Harper over Nick Foles.
You have to be able to look at these things objectively.
I can. I think I can, but I'm a Phillies guy.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I most certainly am not.
I know. So you saying that I mean, I think that holds some weight, really.
Yeah, I know. I'm a very important person.
I just what that dude has done here in the past couple years is nothing short of a fucking miracle. Like, he put the team on his back.
Oh, Nicole from 92.5. No one wants to play in Philadelphia because they're so fucking mean. I listen to fucking music online. Fuck her. I hate
maybe
that bitch.
maybe everybody should stop booing our team when they don't do good. Guess what?
I'll boo the shit out of them, and they know it.
They like it.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, there's the fucking door, dude. Get the fuck out. Because we don't want you. If you can't handle that, we don't want you. That means you don't want to be good.
And any smart GM can read a room, right?
Well, okay. So that's something I think that Howie has learned over the years.
Agreed.
Right? And like, it took him some time, and we hated Howie for a couple years in there where we had some really weird picks and shit, whatever. But Howie knows, Howie understands the city, and he's not making mistakes. Dave Dombrowski, I guess Dave Dombrowski gets it. How else can you explain it?
No, exactly that, if we're going to be honest. And to tell you the truth, I think I'm team Nick Castellanos. I think he's getting unfair bullshit right now.
I'm all about Nick Castellanos. I was just going to bring him up.
Shit. Hold on.
I actually think that he will have. I think he's having a game tonight.
I was actually going to say that to you.
And that would be game 4 for the record, because people are going to listen to this after game 4. So who knows what even happens? They might lose. Everybody's might be all fucking shitty and then listen to this podcast and say fuck you. But whatever.
We're gonna cut this short in 30 minutes, and we're gonna record a depressed Loser Outlook podcast, and then we'll label accordingly, and you can pick which one.
Yeah, right. Like, listen, I guess at the end of the day, regardless of what happens today or tomorrow, it doesn't matter, man. This team has brought baseball back to us. Baseball has been resurrected in Philadelphia, and God's name is Bryce Harper.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I mean, how and Rob Thompson, like the guy just. I think it's at the point now where no matter what he does, the players are like, "Fuck yeah."
Although I will criticize him. Am I allowed to do that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I did not like Game 2's adjustments. I said that when it happened. I fucking hated it.
The really ugly one was the Veerling debacle in center field. This is the World Series, dude.
You have to prepare.
You got to at least get the throw in. He catches that ball flat-footed, and I think it was Pena or somebody was on second, and he was like, "Fuck that, I'm out."
No, it was the Gazelle.
Was it Uriel?
Oh, I thought it was Alvarez, but now I think you might be right. It was Alvarez. I know it was.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter who it was. He didn't prepare to throw to third base.
Like, you have to.
You got to throw that ball.
Did you? You came around on that because at first you were like, I don't know if Veerling did anything wrong.
Here's why I said that. In baseball, like it's a bad play to tag up there. That's not. You don't tag up there. That's you.
Yeah.
You don't
10 times out of 10. You don't do that.
You don't make the third out at third. You just don't do that.
Yeah.
So like that was a bad base running situation, but it ended up working in their favor because Veerling wasn't ready, and then Sosa with the bad throw.
And when does that see? I actually think Sosa was a bigger mistake.
I don't
and
know
not even the error, but
you're only calling it a mistake because of that situation, right?
Well, but I mean the throw to first wasn't ideal. That's got to be elevated a little bit. Like, you're supposed to be the defensive replacement. I need you as a defensive replacement to make a better throw there. That's what I need out of you. That's your role.
Yeah.
And the team plays differently when Stott's in there because not that they don't like Sosa, I'm sure they do, but Stott is like the guy, right?
Stott's going to be he's going to be the first baseman for a long time.
Stott?
Sorry, shortstop.
Yeah. Stott and Gene Segura are sucking each other off in the fucking second base. So, like, you want that tandem there. I really do think it matters. And, not talking shit on Sosa. I think he's a hell of a player as well, but I just don't want to see him.
Not when you have somebody like Stott who has just been putting on a clinic for people that want to learn how to have an at-bat.
Yeah.
This dude knows
11 pitches every time.
Puts the bat on the ball. He makes contact. He's defensive with the plate in all the right ways, and he makes you pitch to him. Like, oh my God, they're hitting opposite field. This team is doing exactly what you need to do to win.
Gene needs to hit.
Gene and Castellanos, tonight is the night. It has to happen. I need something from one of them.
Here's why, and I don't know if people will, again. Here's the thing. If Nola gives you 6, we'll say 2 balls, 6 innings, 2 runs allowed, and the Phillies have a lead or they're down 1 going after that 6 innings, this could be game over for the Astros. Think about Alvarado, Dominguez. You're gonna bring the big guys in.
They're all rested, all of them.
And I know this is probably a terrible decision on my end. I might trollop Ranger out again. I don't fucking know. I'm feeling a little frisky.
I don't know if Ranger's available. He just pitched yesterday.
Fuck it. Put a nice bag on your arms and get out there.
I mean, but he could be. He'll be available tomorrow night.
Could be available for Friday night. So really,
Thursday.
Whatever. Same fucking day.
We don't even know what day of the week it is around here.
I'm blown to pieces.
I know, man.
I was driving home today, and Chrissy was like, the truck I bought has like a smidge of damage on it because I'm OCD, I gotta get it fixed. So we have an appointment with like a family friend to get it fixed or whatever. And she's like, okay, I scheduled it for Saturday at 10 a.m. And I'm like, if there's a fucking parade. And she's like, Kenny, we can't readjust our lives. And I said,
yes,
yeah,
you
watch
do.
me.
Yes, you do.
Watch me. This is once every 20 years. I missed 08. She's like, well, you said you would never go to another parade again. I said, yeah, an Eagles one because it's fucking February 20th. It's fucking 3 degrees outside. Your ticket's frozen. Anyway. I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched, but I'm going to count these fucking chickocks. And I kind of like that word, chickocks. It's like a chicken and a cock, and that's like a chickocks. I might use that. Oh, Dave and I have decided that we're equally, oddly enough, the same fucking person. It's disgusting.
Yeah, except for our opinions, like we always argue.
Yeah, that's true too.
But we are very much the same person.
Mannerism wise. Okay, so anyway, the parade can't be Tuesday. Election day.
Correct. I heard from someone that is in the know that if they win, first of all, I'm going to put a disclaimer on this whole conversation. I hate even thinking about it.
I know.
Because I don't like thinking about it. I just don't. It's like I don't know. Like, but I heard that if they do win at home, it's going to be Saturday, and if they win on the road, it's...
So I heard a Sunday. No Eagles game. They don't have to worry about that.
Sunday works.
Yeah, Sunday's great. Sunday's the best fucking option because guess who's taking off Monday?
Or we do it Saturday, and they put those big screens all over Ben Franklin Parkway, and we all watch the Union win the fucking title at 6 p.m. on Saturday together.
I'll come.
Woo!
Do not come. You are not welcome here.
Do not come. By the way,
I watched some Union.
Speaking of the Union, while we're like semi there, that game was fucking incredible. I am not like a major soccer dude, and like I have not watched every fucking game of the Union. I tune into it here and there. That game was electric. Anyone that was in that stadium, kudos to you. I know our boy Terry Franconia was in the stands.
Oh, nice.
I saw him live tweeting. But that atmosphere was top notch, Philly. And the Union did not disappoint. They went down 1-0. Well, sorry, 1-0. And they came back with like ferocious and immediately put 2 on the board. Bam, bam.
They scored 3 goals in 11 minutes.
Yep. 2 goals in what? The 2 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Wild. Just wild. Absolutely wild. So the Union is going to the championship game out in LA. They are big underdogs.
Typical.
They're like plus 350 or something.
No.
Yeah, dude.
That's a sprinkle.
I already did it.
All right, that's enough Union. I'm done with it.
Dude. Seriously though, if anybody ever wants to like talk about the Union, let us know.
Hey. The Phillies,
I'm not a Union hater.
The Phillies aren't dogs.
I saw on DraftKings I saw both teams at the same minus 110. What are you seeing?
Money
line.
Houston's 102 and the Phillies are minus 116.
Okay, well, I don't know what to think about that.
I want everyone to know here, and I don't give a shit. I won over $1,500 gambling the Eagles
on Sunday.
And I'd like to thank AJ Brown and Dallas Goedert for that stupid ass parlay I did. Just over, baby.
How about me? Last night I won about the equal amount on a parlay with the Phillies. Reese to hit a homer, Schwarber to hit a homer, and Bryce to hit a homer, and it actually hit. I saw someone who had Schwarber, Reese, Bryce, and Marsh in a parlay, and they hit for like $100K.
You believe that?
You think it's fake?
I don't know. I mean, it's so easy to just say you took it. I mean, you can muster these things up all you want.
I get the ticket looked real. Honest, ain't my
I
money.
would if I won a fucking $100,000. Holy shit!
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
All right. Well, listen. Tonight is game 4.
6, 7, 8, 10. I have no idea. This has just been a blur. I haven't worked. Hey, confession, Ted. I haven't worked 1 fucking hour this week.
It's been wild these past
I think
couple days.
I think he notices it too because I got called out of my office several times today, and by the last one, he's like, "So, do you plan on selling anything today?" Or I'm like, "Yeah, I'm working on something."
Dude. And then Monday night with trick or treating, woo, in the rain. My lord.
Nah, I just put a bowl of candy out in the front thing.
Oh, I saw so many getting blasted. Everybody's got Ring doorbells now and shit.
Yeah.
People are getting blasted on Twitter for fucking being the fucking bowl thief. And by the way, if you're going to be a scumbag motherfucker and you ain't got $2 to go down to Walmart and buy yourself a fucking bag of fun-sized candy and you got to sneak a fucking whole bowl of shit and put it into your fucking bowl, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit, especially if you're a grown adult.
Wait. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, I saw numerous videos on Twitter of grown-ass adults going up to houses in taking the whole bowl,
dumping it in theirs,
and dumping it into their fucking sack. That you can't do that. That is a no. You can't do that. What are we doing here, man?
There was one.
I know inflation's bad, but like candy's like still kind of cheap, right?
I just listen. The whole argument at this house is like we don't want the extra candy, so if we run out, we run the fuck out. You know what I mean? So like we ran out, and then there was one Rice Krispie treat left, and I went out there to take the trash out, and I literally opened it in front of the ring, and I was like,
Yeah.
ate that fucking bitch right up. And then Chrissy an hour later goes, "Did you eat?" And I was like, "Yeah." Did you watch me?
Listen, man, you can't steal the whole bowl of candy.
No.
If you did it, fuck you. I have no
I
other
don't
words
get
for
it either. Like, okay, listen. In my mind, if I went to the house and it was like a full jar, like bowl of like Reese cup, you know what I mean? You could probably argue with me that I'm probably gonna take them all, just because it's the Reese cups and I'm a fat little fucking kid. But like, if you're stealing like a whole thing of like Lifesavers and double gum, like, come on, man, like you're better than that.
Smarties.
Oh, I used to.
I like
fuck on
Smarties.
Smarties.
I like Smarties. I'm not hating on Smarties. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna steal a bowl, probably gonna steal a bowl of the big bars first.
Yeah.
Of all, you know, but just don't steal the bowl, man. It's holiday. First of all, there's got to be. Isn't there an age limit for Halloween?
I'm trying. I was actually thinking about this. Yeah, I mean, 15 is like the absolute fucking max.
Yeah, this girl was in her 20s, bro.
Oh, I'll fucking punch her right in her boobs.
Yeah, and she had a costume on and everything, and she just stole that whole bowl. I gotta try to find that video.
Yeah, try to. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So what do we? See, here's the thing. You can't. You can't argue about Halloween candy because it's too much. There's too much shit. You remember? You're a little older, obviously, because you're old as shit. There was a point when I was out where SpongeBob was like new, so like 2000, and they came out with remember them like Krabby Patty gummies?
Yes.
Like those things were a hot commodity. I wouldn't eat one of them right in the fuck now. So like Halloween candy is impossible to rank. It's impossible.
Well, like rank the top candy? No, you can't.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's always a Reese cup, right? I mean, I will fucking beat up an elderly woman for a Reese cup. You remember the episode of Seinfeld when he stole the challah bread?
Yeah.
I'll be Jerry.
Dude, some people hate Reese cups.
You're fucking wrong. Brian Westbrook hates Reese cups.
I think one of our boys that listens to this podcast is Mr. Sparrow. Joe Sparrow.
Yeah, he is.
I think he's hating on some Reese cups.
Fucking bitch.
Might have to have a Reese cup versus Reese Pieces debate.
Oh, I do like the Pieces, but that's only good in ice cream. Listen, I will argue though.
I
that-
also think that the only people that say Reese's Pieces is people that live around here.
Oh yeah, I absolutely be Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
I will argue that like bad Reese cups though are bad. But you know when you get that fresh like kind of new pack, like when you open the two.
Oh yeah,
and the
chocolate's
foil,
got to have the snap on it.
yeah, and that foil doesn't rip off the chocolate. I know I'm about to have a delectable snack. This thing.
Sometimes when you get the bad one, it's got like the oil in the bottom of the cup. No,
I'm out. I'm still gonna eat it.
It's still good. All right.
Still gonna eat it.
It's still good.
But I'm mad about it.
Reese cup is elite. Reese's Pieces are elite.
Yeah, they're good.
Like they all are good. They all just different good, right? But
Well,
Joe Sparrow is a Reese's cup hater.
He's an idiot. So peanut butter M&Ms though I think are better than Reese Pieces.
No, stop.
I think so.
That's where we got to pump the brakes right there.
If you were to talk to me,
no, the shell changes the shell flavor is different.
Oh, what does that even mean?
It does. Like the candy shell tastes different.
It's by the same company. They just dye it a different color. And
No, it's literally not the same company. God damn it.
Yeah, it's all made of the Hershey fucking world. I don't give a shit.
Oh my God. We're probably going to get an email now from Mars.
Cease and desist. I will say, M&M's though, as far as like chocolate, like they're the best. Just because you could any kind of fucking whatever you're craving, you could get. You want a brownie? You got it. You want caramel? You got it. You want peanut butter? You got it. You want crispy? You want pretzel? What do you want?
You got it.
You want cookie?
Got it.
You want cookie crisp? You fucking got it. Mini? I don't know why you would want mini. You got it.
Listen,
peanuts? Man. You got it.
Peanut M&Ms are good, but you don't get enough in the bag.
Bro, I'll tell you what.
The
If
bag
you
is too
tell
small.
me tangent,
we've been on one.
if you tell me that you like original M&Ms over peanut M&Ms, I will drop your ass.
Either that or you have a peanut allergy.
Even then, you should take the risk.
Which, by the way, I've seen documentaries that say that like you could get over your peanut allergy if you introduce small amounts of peanuts to yourself every day.
If you're allergic to peanut butter,
I feel sorry for you.
kill yourself.
That sucks. That sucks, Joe.
That's something therapy can't even help you with, buddy.
So listen, do they win tonight?
I'm 3 out of 10 confident they win.
So you're feeling an L on game 4.
You know exactly why I'm feeling it now.
Because you want them to win secretly, but you're convinced yourself that they lost. And then when they win, when they win, it's that much euphoria.
And then when they lose, when they lose.
It's like, I knew they were going to lose tonight. It's fine.
Exactly. I did it in game 2, and it worked out well for me.
Well, I think that they will have a good chance to win if Aaron Nola strikes out 5 and goes 6 innings. I think they win.
If Nola goes 6 innings, oh, bless you, buds. If Nola goes 6 innings, chances are pretty good that they're going to win that game.
That's what I think. So I think that's my bar. If I got Nola for 6, I think it's a win. And if they win tonight,
it's World Series. I don't know if they win it in Philly,
right,
but it's World Series.
That would be. I'm just going to be selfish for 1 minute, not even a minute. It would suck to be at the only fucking home loss of the playoffs.
Yeah. That's a lot of pressure.
I know. I was at the NLCS. I saw a dub. It's all good. All right, so let's see what happens. I don't know. We'll have another podcast somewhere. If they win the World Series, we're going to fucking carve out some time somewhere to get up.
Our wives do not like us right now.
It's a tough week to be a wife.
Yeah, it really fucking is. And again,
tough week to be a husband.
Yeah, especially mine because we just bought a new truck. Listen, I don't get many of this. We don't get much. We don't get this.
No.
We don't get it.
No, this is special, man. It really is. And that's going back to what you said earlier, maybe that is a big piece of what's going on right now because it is like really special.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know We don't know what it feels like because we've had this conversation too. Is it possible to have a team that's good for multiple years in Philadelphia? We don't know.
I don't think so.
We don't know.
You don't think like say they win the World Series, right? And then Castellanos comes back and he has a so-so year. Well, they're gonna ride him. They're gonna ride him right out of the city. That's what we do. We eat you alive.
You know, I heard a story about Castellanos, and then we'll move on to the other team in the city. That's doing something. Little
The
something.
Flyers.
A little something. Nick Castellanos, when he first was traded, like brought into Philly, was signed as the free agent, and he got a house and everything. He was pretty pissed and disappointed and like angry at this, like not the fans, but at the city and at the people on the radio and stuff because everybody leaked that he bought Ben Simmons' house.
Yeah.
And he like doesn't like that everybody knows like where he lives and stuff. Like he's a pretty private dude. And I really think now that I heard that story, I think that really makes a lot of sense. I think like I wonder how long it took him to get over that.
Yeah.
And is he over it?
No.
You know, like it's interesting. It really is. Like everybody knows where that house is.
Yeah, but I mean, like, who's showing up at the doorstep? You know what I mean?
Nobody.
No, not one fucking. Relax, Nick. Hit a fucking home run. Hit a home run, and more people will come by. I promise. Hit a home run.
So, go Phils.
Go Phillies.
I said to my wife last night while I was watching the game, I was like, "This is like a dream." This last night was like a dream. It was like Bryce hits the homer. By the way, the fucking company that makes the bats is in King of Prussia. How cool is that?
Yeah, I think I knew that.
It's pretty cool. Victus, shout out, sponsor us.
Or don't. You probably don't want to do sponsor us. I mean, we're not good for the brand yet.
We're gonna have to get like somebody like Manscaped or like Dude Wipes or something.
Cottonelle shit wipes. I am a preferred member.
The Eagles are 7-0.
A frequent flyer of the shit wipe.
The Eagles are 7-0.
They are, and I was there.
The Eagles. I saw some power rankings,
Ooh.
and I think I have a bone to pick.
What do you got?
I don't think that the Bills are better than the Eagles.
Oh.
I don't. Do you? And why?
I do.
Just because, like, if you go through the team, that team is not better than the Eagles. It's not.
Problem is they're finally able to run the ball.
Well, like the other problem is that they're established, right? They've been here. They compete. Like I get all that, but as far as this
Would
year,
it surprise me if the
team,
Chiefs knock them off though?
someone else. I heard someone else say that. I don't know. I just don't see it, dude. I don't. But the Chiefs are just like they just show up, man. They fucking ball.
And the Eagles, Bills, Super Bowl.
Mahomes is legit.
Yeah, he's really good.
Did I tell you that I have a bet on the Eagles Bills Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want that to happen. I would love an Eagles Bills Super Bowl for multiple reasons.
Also, I think the Titans might be pretty good with that fucking team.
I never
Good enough though to beat the Eagles.
No.
Maybe in the regular season.
Somebody's going to beat the Eagles. I really don't think that they're going to go undefeated.
They can't go undefeated. It doesn't happen.
But dude, when you watch first of all, Sunday was a situation where they were like, okay, these guys can't hang with AJ Brown. So we're going to exploit the shit out of it.
No shit. That's why I bet the fuck out of that.
And Jalen Hurts is just dropping dimes.
Is there anything better than AJ Brown splitting double coverage in my end zone, pointing at both of them? Just give me the heartbeat.
That's the
that
greatest.
I need.
That's the greatest 15-yard taunting penalty, maybe of all time. Maybe of all time.
Oh yeah, I take that penalty every week. I don't give a shit.
That was electric. Electric.
I have a bone to pick.
With your dogs?
First, my dogs. Can you guys stop? Hey. But
Yo,
mostly,
Mike Vick over there.
hey. Too soon.
Good quarterback.
Some would say an elite quarterback. Anyway, I don't like watching football games in the stadium anymore.
Oh, we're doing this, huh? Okay.
I'm out. My name is Kenny, and I do not like being at the stadium.
Oh.
I don't like it.
I understand. I understand why you don't like it.
I don't care where my tickets are. I don't care if they're the greatest seat in the fucking house. I don't like it, and I'm out.
Watching football live is the worst. I'll say this: of the four major sports, I guess I'm not trying to I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Of the big four, football is the worst to watch live, and really, it's not. I don't even really know if it's close, actually, because there is so much that goes on at a football game, like on the sideline, with injuries, with just like little stuff that you don't hear. Like, there's so much that goes on at a football game that you have no idea. Not to mention, you can't hear anything.
I need the commentator.
It's not even that though. Because I don't care. I don't need play-by-play.
No.
Like
What I need is my thing. What really gets me fucked up is if let's just say you're watching it live.
Mad Elf and Juice Force.
I was very good this last game.
I know. I think I know why.
Is it this thing?
It might be.
Yeah. Like say there's a play and you're like, oh, why the fuck did he drop that? How did that fucking happen? And then you're all fired up at the game, and then you realize that, oh, the tight end slipped, knocked over the fucking guard, and that's why Hurts got sacked, or whatever the play is,
Yeah.
And like you don't know that watching it because you're trying to follow this little fucking ball.
Yeah. So that's the nuance. That's the nuance kind of shit that happens. Like when you don't see that shit when you're at the game. You're like booing people for no reason. Because, like, do you think they did something fucked up? Like, I don't know. I hear you. I do. I hear you. I do like going once in a while. But I will say, going to the game in Washington was awesome.
Well, of course, right? You're just,
That was, like, fun.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
Like, going to the game... I haven't gone to a game in Philly. It's been it's only been a year. I guess I went last year.
You're not missing much.
I went last year. I went to 2 last year, actually.
You're not missing much.
I got COVID.
COVID. I'm just saying, I think out of the 4, it's the worst.
I think the seats are important, though.
Yeah, but even so, man, I've sat everywhere in that fucking stadium.
I like to sit high and in the end zone.
Yeah, so I was high and to the right of the end zone.
Yeah, I like being like on the end. Like I like that.
I agree, but I don't give a fuck about that. It doesn't matter about the seats. It's hard to watch football like that. And why the fuck wouldn't you want to be in the comfort of your own home? Fucking big ass fucking TV, chips and dip and weed, whatever you want.
Whatever the fuck you
I'm
want.
out.
Listen, dude, I get it. I'm not going to be the one on this podcast that's like going to dog you on it because I get it.
And let me tell you something too. It's a long fucking day, man.
Okay. Well, and here's the other thing. I was going to say, the people I think that would completely, very strongly disagree with you are the people who grew up going to Birds games as a part of their like livelihood. Like they have season tickets as a family. They've been going there since they were a kid. They go every weekend. They have season tickets with their dad or their mom or their brother or whatever it is. That's the tie, though. It's not because they like. It's not at the root. At the very, very root. I would love to argue this. At the very, very root, it's not because you like live football. It's not. I like live football, but it's not. you don't know half of what's going on.
Correct. 100%. And listen, it doesn't matter what time the game is, right? So 1:00 game, your tailgate starts. I'm fucking up at like 5:36 to try to get down to the city,
Well,
and then
you guys go hard though. Like, what time did you guys start? 8,
9.
9? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it would have been 8, but here's what the problem is. The city is so fucking stupid sometimes. They can't get out of their own way, okay? This is what gets me frustrated about going down there. We're going to open the A lot for an hour, right? And if you don't get here and you don't have a private parking pass, you can't get into A, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm like, fuck, fine, whatever. Chrissy, get out. Jason meets you. She gets out. She's at the tailgate. And then I'm with her brother, our brother-in-law, and I'm trying to find a spot. Guess where the first lot that is available for public parking is now?
Where?
Fucking M.
Over in Citizens Bank Park?
Other side by Jethro.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and then the other one is D, which is that other, like, if Citizens Bank is here, it's right there. So those are the only public lots you can park in. Everything else is private and or with a pass.
Wow.
And then what really heated me up, really got me fired up, right before the, like, going in, like, 12-ish, you're cleaning up, getting ready to go into the game, they open a lot. And all the cars are allowed to fuck in there.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So, it's too much for me.
That's different. That's different though. That's like logistics and like tailgating and all that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
when you show up for a tailgate in Philly, it's like overwhelming, dude.
It's gospel. It's church.
It is. It legitimately is. Like, and you almost need to have somebody, like, you need to have like a buddy or something, because if you walking around down there by yourself, you're like lost. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, and that's the other thing too. Like, apparently they decided there was a shortage on porta potties. There was not one to be found.
Everybody brings their own now with the sand bucket.
Correct. Is that what they put in there, eh?
Sand, yeah.
Cat litter would work, I assume.
Yep, that would work too. Yep.
I saw one dude carrying this bucket of just loose piss, just sloshing all over the parking lot. I'm like, dude, you're fucking gross. He's like, yeah, piss bucket. The Philly, go Eagles. I'm like, yeah, I love it here.
What a just a fucking mess.
Jalen Hurts is a baller. We're in trouble because they gotta sign him. How do you not sign him?
Did you see the laundry list of people that they have to sign?
Yeah, I fucking saw it. I sent it.
So what about that?
Yeah, I this is why you got to go all in and win the fucking Super Bowl this year.
Do you sign Hurts? I think you have to. I don't
You
think
have to.
You can't let him go.
No.
Hopefully he is nice to Howie at the negotiation
And he
table.
might be.
He might. He really might. I don't know. It's hard. He's hard to read, dude, in every way.
I think Sanders is gone.
I think you're right because of everything that we've talked about in the past. Like,
Yeah.
all the reasons like that you don't sign a running back for a long time.
He's having a perfect season to get a big fucking contract.
I know, and it sucks because he likes it here. He does. And like he's a Pennsylvania guy. Like, I know that doesn't matter, but it kind of does. Like, we talked about that too. Like, it does matter. Like, the kind of people that you have on a team, it does matter. But like, can you really afford to sink like fucking
Adios, muchachos.
$55 million into Jalen Hurts and fucking Sanders every year?
Howie, fuck you. Don't do it. Howie, don't fall for the trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Eagles are fun. Eagles are a lot of fun.
It's electric, dude.
And I don't think I'm going to watch the game on Thursday.
Because of the Phils?
Yeah.
Well, I know I'm not watching it.
We're trying to figure out the plan, right?
Well, are you going to a bar?
Well, that's the thing. Like, if the Phillies win tonight, do I really want to go to the bar to watch a fucking clinching game when I could fucking hang out with like close family and friends and watch it there?
Okay, that's a good point.
So Joe and I were trying to figure out a plan.
And what have you come up with?
It all hinges on tonight.
Oh, so tonight is the deciding factor.
If they win tonight, I think we have to pull the plug. And I'll go over there. Hopefully my wife will come. And we'll go over there and watch it with them. And my brother probably, and like what we did for the Super Bowl almost.
I mean, there is. I remember watching the clincher, and we were with people, and it was awesome.
But I also watched Game 1 at the bar with Jay and every fucking mad person in Hatfield, and that was a lot of fucking fun. But something to be said about, like, for you, it's going to be great. If they clinch and you're there, holy fucking shit, that's going to be electric. Like, forget about work on Friday. Forget about anything on life. You know what I mean? You're just going to have the time of your life.
That's a legendary, probably once in a lifetime opportunity.
For sure. So then you fast forward and, like, I don't know. And also, like, we're not in Philly, so that's, like, a little different, right? We're in the suburbs. Like,
yep.
I think you got to bail.
So for those of you who have no idea what the fuck we're talking about or even debating, there was supposed to be a get-together happening on Thursday night, which was supposed to just be the Eagles game. The Phillies game was not supposed to be happening. The fucking shit rained on Halloween. Everything got pushed back. Now the Phillies are playing Game 5 on the same night as the Eagles are playing the Texans, which really doesn't matter because they're probably going to win by 3 touchdowns. And now here we are. I get it. I do. Do you want to be out if they win?
In Philly, yeah, maybe.
Right. It all depends on like what you want to be a part of.
Do I really want to celebrate with people I hated from high school at the Lansdale Tavern? No, I'm fucking out, bro.
Okay, see, that's exactly the problem. Like, so that's there it is. You just solved it right there. That's because of where you're going to be.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to timeout and skip back, which
there
is
there ain't gonna be no Lansdale bros hanging out at fucking.
Might be some kind of trip. Timeout and skip back sponsor us is a fucking cool little location.
That's the second name drop, by the way. Timeout. Just saying.
Yeah. Just saying. Timeout. Sponsor us. Timeout. Could sponsor us if you guys wanted to.
Skip back. Timeout.
Timeout. Skip out. No big deal. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna all hinge on tonight's game. That's all it is.
And I heard is this the game that you possibly could have gone to?
No, it's tonight.
That's what I'm saying, tonight.
Yeah.
Wild.
It's for the best.
I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So I'll tell you what. People get kind of jealous when you take one person, right?
Explain.
So like I went 2 Fridays ago at this point. I don't know, against the Padres. Yeah.
Yes, 2 Fridays ago because I was there on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I don't know. I felt like I was getting like sly remarks from like a couple buddies. Like, oh, I wasn't asked to go. You can't appease every fucking person.
You didn't even take a friend.
I fucking know that.
But that's the way you got around that. Like you shouldn't have to take those.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
There's just
that's
one
how I feel.
person in particular that I feel took it the wrong fucking way.
Listen, man, shit gets wacky when it comes to the World Series and the playoffs, man.
Yeah, if I could have, I would have got the Diamond Club seats and would have had 6 of us down there.
Yeah, I mean that would have been insane, right?
Is that guy living his best life? The Tycho rep, he's there every fucking night.
Is he going?
I don't know. Will and I were trying to formulate.
You know what? I talked to his brother.
He has a brother?
Yeah, Lou. That's my boy.
Lou?
Yeah, bro.
What?
We met his brother at the Flyers game. Shout out Lou.
Yes.
Shout out Lou.
They don't look anything alike. You would not know they were brothers.
Lou, you got to pull some strings to get us some Diamond Club.
Yeah, Lou's an active listener, I think.
Lou, let's work on opening day next year. How about that?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Woo!
On a pennant raise?
Woo! I don't know if Dave's been there long enough to get those tickets.
I mean, who gets? Oh, the owner. Oh, Dave might not be in any. I didn't think about that.
They're probably hard to get. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, maybe he got one, right?
If they buy them, what if they didn't buy it?
They bought it. There's no
They had
fucking way
to.
they didn't buy it.
They had.
Listen, if I mean at the end of listen, you did sales, I'm in sales. If I really want to make an impactful, like use our shit situation, I'm gonna take people to the World Series game and be like, I'll take you, but you're gonna owe me.
Yeah, of course. That's how
Of
it goes,
course.
right?
And you're going Friday, right?
I'm going Thursday.
No, Friday to casino night.
Oh yeah. Yeah, casino night. Woo! It's like straight out of The Office, bro.
It really honestly is. It really is. Penn State blew a golden chance. Should have fucking benched that fucking Clifford, the big red bitch. And if I see him next week, I'm out.
If I see him, I thought you meant like if I see him, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
It's on site, bitch. Penn State had a chance to win that game. Clifford was, I would say, decent, but it's done. It's time. 3 interceptions.
He
cost
recovered.
him the game. Give me Drew, and don't look the fuck back. I don't give a fuck if he's a 9th-year senior. Lick my balls.
You can't turn the ball over 4 times. You will literally never win a game against Ohio State with a -4 turnover ratio.
You can do that against Minnesota?
Ever. And they had the chance. They had the opportunity. They were on the ropes. They were home. This was the chance to beat them, and they fucked it up.
Fucked it all up. So fuck you.
They did still cover though. So thank you.
Fuck you, Clifford. Fuck you, James Franklin. You stupid bald-headed 4-eyed bitch. I'm done with that guy. You should have fucking signed in USC and left us with nothing. Left us in shambles.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
I need head coaches to call plays.
I'm anti.
I don't know if this is a hot take or people don't give a fuck. I need my head coach to call plays,
I think that's a hot take.
especially in college.
Fine, fair.
Pros, whatever. College, I need my head coach to call
Here's
plays.
the problem with Franklin. He doesn't call the plays, and then he'll just come over and be like, "This is what we're running."
Yeah, and it's usually a bad idea.
Always is a bad idea.
So
It leads to 4
If he was
fucking
calling
turnovers.
every play, he'd be gone 5 years ago.
He's fucking terrible. Fuck him.
Make
they
him a
ruined the
recruiter
program.
and make him a recruiter and get him off of the fucking field, man. What are we doing?
He's like 1 in 9 against those guys, right? Ohio State, Michigan.
God damn it. They're not even that good this year. This is the year. This was the year to do it.
And but at least they could beat the fucking SEC Auburn, who's a fucking trash can program right now.
And they didn't have Njigba. They didn't have their best wide receiver. That's the fucking game to do it. You fucked up. You fucking fucked up.
You fucked up, you fucking dumbass James Franklin.
You know what's going to happen?
Yeah, fuck you.
They're going to make the playoffs one year when they expand it.
For sure.
And then they'll make noise because they will.
Yeah, that's how it works. But I will tell you what, if I do see James Franklin, it's on site, bitch. Okay?
I'll tell you
Penn
what,
State's
though.
done, and we are not talking about them again on the podcast. Especially if they fucking start Clifford the big red bitch. We're not doing it.
Well, I can almost guarantee you that he's starting this weekend.
I'm out. We're not talking about him. I'm telling you, we're not fucking talking about him. We're done.
I don't know. They got Indiana this weekend. It's a big game.
Oh, yeah, the Hoosiers. Fuck you. What, next year tell me Rutgers matters?
That should be a blowout.
Should be. It won't be because James Franklin can't do shit. It'd be a blowout if they start Drew Allaire, whatever the fuck you say it. I don't care. I'll learn it if he starts.
Oh, shit.
Flyers are fun. I'm still not watching, but the Flyers they're weird.
I have something to admit.
Carter Hart is the best goalie in the NHL right now. Statistically wise, just saying. Throwing it out there.
I have something to admit. I watched a little bit of that game the other night.
Did you? Rangers?
I did.
Okay.
I did. There was nothing else on. I was like, fuck it. I'll watch it.
But fuck it.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
It's too soon.
I'll tell you what though. They are at least trying, which I appreciate. I really do.
It's more than what they did last year. So
we've been talking mad shit on the Flyers, and rightfully they were a shit can, right? But they are trying, and you can tell they're like playing hard. They're skating, and Tortorella, dude, say what you want about him. I still don't know how I feel. That dude is electric in fucking press conferences. He's like, yeah, Frost didn't see the ice because he didn't fucking earn any time. Next question.
Yeah, he'll throw you right, he'll throw you right under that motherfucking bus.
He don't give a fuck, dude.
Nope.
I like it.
Choo, motherfucker.
I like it. I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't. I hated that. I think here's the problem. I have hated him for years, dude.
Yep.
Like years. And now he's here, and I'm like, I'm kind of torn. And, you know, now I'm like, okay, I kind of like this dude. I kind of like what he's doing. Like, it's pretty cool.
I would argue
5-2.
Yeah, no, they're fine. And once the Phillies are over, you know, I don't know. I'm giving them 20 games. I want to see what the record is after 20. That's where I'm at with them. But I will tell you what I am not going to watch is Sixers basketball. It is painful.
The Sixers right now are like watching paint dry.
Oh. Until Glenn's gone, they're not going to do anything. The Glenn apologists or whatever, however you say it, they need to be fucking punched in the face. What has Glenn done?
I don't know at this point. Seriously, at this point, and I'm not like I'm never really a fire the coach guy. Like I really don't ever do it. But, so like
it worked out in Phillies.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not arguing against it. What I'm saying is, how can you possibly argue against it at this point? How can you make an argument that Doc has done anything to really deserve to be here?
No, nothing.
I might have to talk to Gordy about this because
he is
Gordy is my basketball brain.
Yeah, well, I'm out. I'm only wearing the Sixers jersey because it's the only thing I could find in the short time I had right out of the shower.
They're just putrid. Their defense is bad.
PJ fucking Tucker. I told you when they signed him I didn't like it. I don't like it now.
I don't mind him. He had a decent game.
Why can't we get anything out of the bench?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like they've been playing better since Embiid's not playing.
What do we do?
I don't know. Fire Doc.
Yeah, that's the only logical thing.
Like you had Maxey. Like listen to this. The other night when they played Washington, right? Maxey 28, Harden 23, Toby 16, Melton 16, Tucker 13. 13 out of Tucker? What the fuck?
Yeah.
12 out of Niang.
Niang. I'm out.
I'm nervous about them.
Fire Glenn.
Could Philadelphia have two teams that fire their coach mid-season and like make a run?
Probably. Anything's possible. Could you... I'm hanging my hat on the fucking Eagles making a Super Bowl.
The Nets fired Nash?
Well, you knew that was going to come.
Well, right. Because fucking he told him to fire him, and they said no, and they're like, okay.
I mean, he wasn't meshing with Durant. Kyrie Irving's a fucking basket case.
And he also like hates Jews, apparently, or something.
Well, I didn't mean that. Yeah. And if my aunt had balls, she would be my uncle. So
it's a bad look, bro.
Yeah, not a good look. And Ben Simmons is a wash.
Ooh, man, he's bad. He's bad. It's almost at the point of feeling bad for him, but not yet. I need him to come to Philly, and I want to boo him from my living room.
You know what's great about the Nets fans is that they're just, you love to see the pattern that we lived for how many years. Like, oh, he hasn't played basketball.
You can see it completely. It's completely the same thing.
It's a major injury. It's going to take time. He'll learn in the offseason. Listen, the man is what the man is. And
look at these highlights of him shooting threes.
Yeah. At some point, the great defensiveness doesn't help you on the other end. So when does the really good defense become the liability? And it's the Sixers saw it. Sixers were like, fuck this guy. We're done.
Thank God.
Yeah. Look, could you imagine another year of that fucking shit?
Thanks, Maury.
Shamori.
So, I mean, they might fire him.
They really should. Might. 10-minute warning, Fry. 10-minute warning.
I got it. They're 4-4. And Maxey's a baller, though. I mean, thank God we kept him.
Thank God COVID happened.
It all comes back to COVID.
I said it. I don't care.
It's true. What do you think? You think we should sprinkle Union on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you?
You have to, right?
Yeah, especially if it's 350.
It's like plus. I don't know what it is right now, but you know what you got to do?
Bet it.
You got to look at the lines because I need to get some picks from your ass for this week's picks.
How'd I do last week? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I got the roundup going, but I wanted to check something real fast while we were talking about it. I wanted to check the line on Union. So yeah, regular time. So this is to win in regular time, which means, not like if it's tied after the 90 plus whatever stoppage time, that's regular time, right? It's plus 300
Oh my god.
to win in regular time.
It says plus stoppage.
Yeah, regular time plus
Okay.
stoppage. It's plus 300.
Okay.
But if it goes into extra time,
I got you now.
that's a different John. So
They're plus 210 to lift the cup.
there you go. That's what you want.
Plus 300 to win with stoppage in 90. So, listen, soccer doesn't go, and I don't know this, but I'm pretty confident when I say this. The extra time is always anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes, right? It's never really anything crazier than that.
The stoppage time, yeah.
Yes,
But I think in the MLS and in the playoffs, like a championship situation, they'll probably do something like the World Cup does, where they play like 2 extra. And I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. So anybody's probably gonna think I'm an idiot, but I think in the World Cup they play 2 15-minute halves, and then like they treat that as the extra time,
Got you.
and then after that they go to kicks.
Can Philly win an MLS Cup, a World Series, a Super Bowl? If that happens,
And an NBA championship?
no, stop. Don't be greedy.
Don't be greedy.
I'll sacrifice Embiid never winning a championship here if the Phillies and Eagles do it. I will.
Oh God, that sucks. I hate it.
But you would?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I would.
Anyone that tells you they wouldn't is a fucking liar.
I would. Fuck.
Yeah.
Only because I think the Phillies are good for years now.
Oh, I don't buy that.
Why?
I just don't buy. I don't trust anything.
Just because you've been hurt too many times?
Yeah, like my wounds are fresh.
All I know is that when they broke the seal in 2007, there was many years of good baseball.
Yeah, that's true. But then just a fucking armpit of 12 years of despair.
It did happen.
All right, how did it do?
All right, so let's get over to the picks last week. Kenny, you had Raiders -2. That was a stone L.
They stink.
They're really bad. They're really bad.
Fuck, yeah, they stink.
I think they got shut out, right?
They did, yeah.
Yeah, by the fucking Saints. You had the Falcons -4.5. That was
They won.
Yeah, they did, but you did not cover the spread
God damn it.
because it took them overtime, which was hilarious because the Carolina should have won that game in regular time, but the dude took his helmet off after he scored on the Hail Mary, and then the kicker missed the extra point because it turned into a 48-yard extra point, and he missed it, and they went into overtime, and the fucking Falcons won. Hilarious.
Yeah, fuck. 0-2.
Titans -2. That was a win against the Texans. And Eagles -10. Easy win. Walked it home.
All right, 2-2. That's not the worst thing I've ever done.
I had the Eagles -10. That was an easy win. Penn State +16. Not an easy should have been an easy win. Turned out to be not an easy win, but they still covered.
Did they?
Yeah, they covered.
Yeah, they did.
Bears +9. That was a loss. I actually thought that they would be able to hang.
The
and
Bears
cover,
are
but
done.
Dallas put it on them. Their D must be really bad. And then Minnesota -3.5. That was a win. And Minnesota, man, they just got T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah, they're gonna make a noise.
Minnesota's going to be some trouble this year, and I don't want to.
Welcome to Lincoln Financial Field.
I know.
So I don't give a shit.
I just don't want. Never mind. I'm not saying it.
Don't do it.
I'm not doing it. So who do you like this week?
I like tits and boobs.
Tits and boobs are the same thing.
Yeah, no. Cyclops. Give me the Eagles minus 13.5. I'm riding that until they tell me that I shouldn't.
What is the line you have?
13.5.
Eagles minus 13.5. Okay.
I know Green Bay is not great, but they should destroy the Lions, especially because Jared Goff doesn't have a security
Especially
blanket
because
anymore.
the Lions stopped trying and then now are on the draft lottery.
Yep. So Green Bay minus 3.5.
All right.
I love
Ooh.
Vikings 3.5. Commanders.
That line is weird. That's all
It
I'm
is
gonna
very
say.
weird. But the Commanders are playing pretty well, but I don't trust it. And give me the Dolphins minus 5 against the Bears.
Fade the Bears. You like chalk this week. All favorites.
Damn, Skippy Pappy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start off. I'll give a roundup at the end. I'm gonna start off with Penn State because they owe Indiana some ass whooping and they better give it to them. So Penn State minus 14.
I thought we said we
And
weren't talking about them anymore.
maybe you said that. Maybe Alar shows up. I don't know. Never know. I will also be taking the Eagles minus 13.5. I think that the Eagles might win this game by 3 touchdowns.
So I say moving forward on the podcast, I just thought about this. We're going to do the Eagles automatically. So we're going to do 5 picks. So Eagles, and automatically we bet that, and then 4 picks.
Oh, you want to add one? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so
do you
Eagles.
want to add one?
No.
Not this week.
I mean, all right, yeah, I can. I can find you one. Yeah. Because I'm a junkie.
Okay, so of the Eagles game, my pick is going to be the Eagles minus 13.5. The next game I will take the Jets at home.
I like that.
Getting 12.5 from the Bills. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I know everybody's high on the Bills, and that's basically going to be a Bills home game, but I'm taking the Jets there. I like it. I will also take the Raiders, which sounds like a weird pick because they just got dismantled. But they're at home. No, I'm sorry. They're on the road. But that line is weird, man. Raiders
-2.
minus, I got minus 1.5. So Raiders minus 1.5. I'm taking that. And then I am going to take Tom Brady, fresh off of his divorce. Give me Tampa Bay minus 3.
That's my other pick, by the way.
That's the other pick you want?
Yeah.
All right. Tampa Bay minus 3 for Kenny. So wrap it up. We both have Eagles minus 13.5 and Tampa Bay minus 3. Kenny likes Packers minus 3.5, Vikings minus 3.5, Dolphins minus 5. Kenny, you know what we should do for fun?
Mm-hmm.
We should take all of our picks and put them in a parlay. And like if one weekend we go undefeated, we'll like be rich. That's kind of fun. Like throw $10 on it.
Just money.
Throw like $10-15 on it.
No, I agree. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. I like minus 14, Jets plus 12.5, and Raiders minus 1.5.
The Raiders.
That's it. We did it.
The end.
Kenny, we found time to make a podcast while the Phillies are literally in the middle of a World Series run.
It was tough.
It was hard, I will admit.
Shout out to our wives.
Our wives are the real all-stars.
They are.
I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they put up with this bullshit.
I mean, yours most certainly is not as gracious as mine because I am a fucking mess. Brianna's the shit, though.
Guys, go Phillies. Let's get this fucking win.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Oh, my God. What a time to be a Philadelphia fucking sports fan.
Houston wins tonight.
And you know what?
Reverse jinx. I'm going with it.
If you're an Astros fan,
suck my nuts.
Go fuck yourself.
You see that guy last thing. You see that guy who was like, he said something. I was like, you can suck these nuts. He's like, yo, bro, you're a grown ass man. I said, did you just assume my gender? He blocked me.
Yeah, I did. I saw it. Oh man, close it down. All right, guys, we love you. Thank you. Go Phils. Hopefully they won. If they lost, I don't know.
Put Papa Roach on.
Papa
Cut
Roach.
my life into pieces.
This is my last resort.
The Phillies lost. The Eagles are gonna win.
Goodbye.